Welcome back to today's lesson is we are going to discuss about a dative case preposition. In last class we have discussed accusative case prepositions. I hope you all know and understood the prepositions with the examples. I hope you have practiced. And today we are going to learn dative prepositions, the most important grammar topics in German. If you're preparing for the Goti A1 or A2 exam, or if you want to speak German fluently in everyday life, this lesson is for you. So by the end of this video, you know all 8 dative prepositions, understand how to use them correctly and remember them easily. So let's get started. What are dative prepositions? In German, some prepositions always take the dative case. No matter what noun comes after them, the noun must be in the dative form. So here there are 8 important dative prepositions. They are aus, bei, mit, nach, seit, von, zu, gegenüber. Let's repeat again. Aus, bei, mit, nach, seit, von, zu, gegenüber. Okay, now let's learn one by one the prepositions. The first preposition in dative case is aus. What is aus? Basically, it has uh, different meanings, but we should remember it is something coming out from inside something. For example, from or maybe out of. You can use in a both ways. More like an example, I am coming from India. Most of the time, house we should use when you are coming from, particularly from your region, from your origin, or from your country, or from your home. You're somewhere you're coming from that place, out of, coming out of. So I'm coming from India. Ich komme aus Indien. Or you can say I'm coming from the office. So ich komme aus dem Büro. This is how our in example, she is coming from the school. Sie kommt aus der Schule. The water comes from the river. Das Wasser kommt aus dem Fluss. So remember the tip, whenever someone comes out of a place, you must think of aus. Someone comes out of the place, or something coming out of that. For example, if you remember the wood is the what do you say, the desk is made out of some wood. Okay, it is coming out of, in the sense it is coming from that wood. So likewise we have to remember things. I hope you understood aus. And the next preposition we are going to see is by. By has several meanings, like at, sometimes it will be near. It's also sometimes acts as with. Remember, being at someone's place or near something. So by, when you have to use most of the time, you should remember being at someone's place, not your place, someone's place or near something. Like examples, I am with my mother. I'm in the sense I'm sitting near to my mother. I'm with my mother. Ich bin bei meiner Mutter. So since mother is feminine, uh, die Mutter, what is dative feminine is dative feminine is there. So here possessive article, we will discuss that one later. Possessive article, my, your, his, her, all these are all possessive articles. We will discuss that one later. But here, I am with my mother. So here, minor, just remember that ending, er, minor, Mutter. I'm with my mother. So he is working at Bosch. let it be any company. Even you can also say that I'm working at so and so company. What you should use that time by. Er arbeitet bei Bosch. He works at Bosch. You can say your company where you're working at. So wir wohnen bei unseren Eltern, which means we are living with our parents. So we are being at their place. We are living at their place. So wir wohnen bei unseren Eltern. In this case, we can use by. Okay. So how to remember? There is a tip to remember. If you are at or near or with someone, you must use that time by. So don't forget. It's a very simple thing. If you are being at someone's place or near to something or near to someone or with someone or being at someone's place, the times you have to use by. We will see with the more examples. If you do practice, if you start to read more with the more examples, you will able to understand. You can able to remember. Okay, let's go to the next preposition, which is mit. 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 We have again two meanings. One is with, and one more is by. By. So remember, doing something together. In that case, we can use mit. Or when you are using particularly when you are using a vehicle or any kind of a transportation, only a transportation we have to use mit. For instance, if you are traveling in a car, you have to say I am traveling with the car in German. This is how it looks like. Okay, only particularly any electric car, bus, train, whatever the transportation. If you are using that way, that vehicle, if you are using a vehicle, you are traveling with inside with the in that vehicle, you have to use I'm traveling not in. We have to use we have to write this myth. This is one exception you should remember. So here, let's see example. Ich spreche mit meinem Lehrer. I am talking with my teacher. I'm talking with normal with. Another one. Sie kommt mit ihrer Schwester. She's coming with her sister. This is also again with general with. Now going to another example that I said for using a vehicle. So here, please pay attention. Wir fahren mit dem Zug. Zug is basically a train. It is masculine gender. So here, wir fahren mit dem Zug. We are traveling by train. By train. So in here, instead of by, instead of that in the train or by the, we can use only. We should only use mit. So try to remember. So we have to remember a tip to remember. Whenever you hear with or by vehicle, then you should use mit. Okay. So let's go to the next preposition. So next to go to the preposition Nach. Nach. Again, it has different meanings. One is to, another one is after. Sometimes it acts as two words. So particularly Nach has two important meanings. Meaning one, to cities and countries without articles. For example, ich fahre nach Berlin. When we don't have an article for a particular countries, we can use nach. I am going to. Ich fahre nach Berlin. Okay. We are fliegen nach Deutschland. We are flying. Fliegen means to fly. Okay. We are fliegen nach Deutschland. Deutschland is Germany. So we are fliegen nach Deutschland. And second meaning is, as I said, after. After means after the work. So nach der Arbeit. Arbeit is feminine. So here, since nach is dative preposition, dative feminine is there. So nach der Arbeit. Or after the class. Class is again masculine. So here Unterricht, nach dem Unterricht, after the class. So It is very easy to remember whenever you are using Nach. Remember, if you are use for only cities, like you have to use Nach, or else if you are saying after the break, after the class, after something, so you can use Nach. Is it clear? Okay. Let's go to the next preposition, which is site. Site is used when an action started in the past and still it is continuing. So site has here two meanings. One is since and one more is for. Okay. So in English we have two prepositions for, which is since. We have since and we have for. So here, uh, try to remember. Ich wohne seit 2020 in Bangalore. I'm living in Bangalore since 2020. When you know the particular time, we have to use since. Okay. So sie arbeitet seit Montag. She has been working since Monday. Wir lernen seit 2 Stunden Deutsch. We have been learning German for 2 hours. So how to remember this? So past, when it is started in the past, it is still continuing. The action is still continuing in the present also. Something started from the past, which means since so and so. When you know particular time, exact time, then we have to use since. Okay, it's very easy. Let's go to the next preposition is phone. VON phone. Phone is from, and one more is by, but don't get confused between. We have from, ours is also from. If you remember the first preposition dative case, here we are using phone, from, and by. So here, when to use? So for example, if you are getting something from person, okay, the letter is from my father, something from person, in that case we can use phone, VON phone. Okay, V sounds as F. So here phone. Der Brief ist von meinem Vater. The letter is from my father. Das Buch ist von Goethe. Okay, the book is by Goethe. Ich komme von der Arbeit. I'm coming from the work. See, it is not out of the work. I'm coming from the work. Okay. So how to remember if you are getting something gift from or letter from someone or book by something, it is written by, this is book, the book is by something. In that case you have to use phone. Don't forget. Okay. And next preposition is zoo. Zoo is two, normal two generally. We use zoo when going to a person or many places. For example, I'm going to school. Ich gehe zu der Schule. We'll see the combination later. Zu plus there. There is some combinational preposition with article. We can see that one little later. Ich gehe zu der Schule. I'm going to the school. Wir gehen zu der Bank. We are going to the bank. Geht zu seinem Freund. He is going to his friend's house. When going to a person, it means going to their place. In this case, we have to use okay, zoo. When going to a person or going to many places, generally places, and going to to a person, so which means related to their place. So we use zoo. Okay. Let's see the next preposition, the last one in dative case, gegenüber. Gegenüber, which means opposite. Just literally opposite. The bank is opposite to the railway station. The bank is dem Bahnhof gegenüber. You can write at the last. Der Park is dem Krankenhaus gegenüber. The park is opposite the hospital. Okay, so imagine two buildings facing each other, so which means literally opposite. In that case, we have to use gegenüber. Okay, there is an easy way to remember all eight dative preposition. Repeat with the things again and again with me. Aus, bei, mit, nach, seit, von, zu, gegenüber. If you memorize these 8 words, you have already learned the most important topics in a A1. Okay, is it clear? So here, as of now, today, this is enough for today, the dative case topic. If you have any doubts, please ask me in the comments. Please subscribe and follow for more videos. I'll be constantly putting. Due to some reasons, I couldn't able to make videos from last almost a month. But from now onwards, the more videos, you will be getting the videos, okay, regularly. So please subscribe and follow the channel. Choose.